welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to tackle a super important topic, dApp security. The promise of Web3 and DeFi is, well, it's huge, but so are the risks. So in just the next few minutes, I'm going to give you a super simple framework to help protect your assets. And get this, no coding required. You hear this all the time in Web3, right? Don't trust, verify. It's like the central rule of the whole space. And it's a fantastic idea, but let's be honest, it's a massive challenge for most of us. I mean, how is the average person supposed to verify a project's code? And that is the exact problem we're going to solve today. The goal here is to basically turn you into a savvy user who can spot the big flashing red lights in just a few minutes, long before you even think about connecting your wallet. So, here's the game plan. We'll kick things off by framing the problem. Then we'll jump straight into our safety scan. We'll cover a project's technical foundation, its financial setup, and your own wallet security, before we wrap it all up into a simple practice you can use every day. All right, let's get right to it. The solution, I call it the 5-minute safety scan. It's a really quick check you can run on any new dApp, and all you have to do is focus on 5 critical areas. And here they are, the 5 big ones. Check the audit, verify the contract, inspect the liquidity, question the yield, and limit permissions. That's literally it. You get these 5 checks down, and I'm telling you, you'll be able to dodge the huge majority of scams out there. And again, you don't have to read a single line of code. Pretty cool, right? Okay, first things first. We gotta look at the project's foundation. You know, its technical backbone. We need to ask, is this thing actually built on solid ground? So let's kick things off with the code audit. The best way to think about this, it's like a building inspection, but for software. I mean, you wouldn't move into a brand new skyscraper if the inspector hadn't signed off on it, would you? It's the same deal here. Any serious project that's asking to handle your money absolutely must have a public audit from a big name like Certic or Trail of Bits. It's just not negotiable. And you can see the pattern right away, can't you? The green flag is all about being open and honest. Here's a clear, public link to the full report. But the red flags, they're always just excuses. Oh, it's coming soon, or it's private, or our code is too new. What they're really saying is that you're the guinea pig. You're the test for their unproven code. No thanks. All right, check number 2 is contract verification. This sounds technical, but it's actually super simple. All you're doing is checking on a block explorer like Etherscan to make sure the code they say is running on the blockchain is the code that's actually running. If it's unverified, well, you're basically interacting with a black box. You have absolutely no idea what's inside. Could be a backdoor, could be anything. It's a risk you just don't need to take. Okay, let's switch gears and talk about money. Follow the money, right? This is where we can spot some of the most common and, frankly, most devastating scams, like that infamous rug pull. Yeah, this slide really says it all when it comes to liquidity. On the left, you've got secure locked funds. This shows the team is committed. They literally can't just take the money and run. But on the right, if the team holds all the LP tokens in their own wallet, well, that's like giving them a giant red button that says drain all the money. They can instantly pull the rug out from under everyone and just disappear. Ah, and now for a classic. You see a number like this, a crazy, unbelievable APY flashing on a homepage. It's designed to hit your FOMO button, you know, that fear of missing out, and get you to rush in without thinking. But really, it should trigger a completely different question in your mind. And that question is simple. Where is this yield actually coming from? Seriously, if the project can't give you a straight answer, showing how it's generated from real things like trading fees or lending interest, then there's pretty much only one other place it's coming from. And that's from the money of new investors. And folks, that's not real yield. That's a Ponzi scheme, just waiting for the whole thing to come crashing down. All right, we're at our final check. And this one might be the most important, because it's the one thing that is 100% in your control. It's all about how you actually connect and interact with a dApp. Think of it as securing your own front door. Let me put this in the simplest terms possible. Giving a dApp unlimited approval is like handing a stranger a signed blank check from your bank account. I mean, would you ever do that? Of course not. If that dApp ever gets hacked or if the team is shady, they can drain every single one of those tokens from your wallet. So the rule is simple, and you should never, ever break it. Always set a specific, limited spending cap for the exact amount you need. That's it. So let's pull this all together now. This isn't just some random list of things to remember. This is a security practice. It's a habit you can build that will let you navigate this crazy Web3 world with a whole lot more confidence. This right here, This is your 5-point checklist, your security shield. You need to make this a reflex, something you do without even thinking. No public audit? You just walk away. Unverified contract? Don't even think about connecting your wallet. Team holds all the liquidity? Huge rug pull risk. That APY looks too good to be true? It's a Ponzi signal. And if it asks for unlimited approval, you hit deny. Every time. Making these checks a habit is an absolute game changer for your security. And that really is the main takeaway from all of this. Security isn't some complex thing that only auditors can do. It's a practice, a habit for every single one of us. You don't have to just sit there and hope for the best. You actually have the power, and now you've got the framework to protect yourself. All it takes is being a little bit vigilant and proactive. So we'll leave you with this to think about. Because, building good security habits isn't something you do once. It's an ongoing journey. Thanks for tuning into this explainer. And please stay safe out there.